Welcome everybody to a brand new art adventure. Today we're going to be painting this abstract flamingo painting. The first step that I've taken here is to mix up a nice teal and green, almost a mint green for the background. And I'm using a very wide flat brush. You don't have to have one of those. You could use a small brush and put this on, but it's a lot faster with a big wide brush like this. Really makes for some nice gradients and some very pretty backgrounds. And once I got the background nice and flat, the next step was to create kind of a water line. It won't be this obvious in the final painting, but it is there and you can see it showing through. I'm also already starting to go in with the palette knife and my finger and just scratch into the paint and kind of build up some texture. And after that I jump right in, starting to put in some of the flamingos. And I have a few photos taped up on the wall that I'm referencing, but again, this is not a realistic painting at all. I'm just trying to get some silhouettes of 3 flamingos and starting to build up a little color in the lower part of the painting that'll represent a reflection. And I come back with some lighter colors, some lighter pink, again using various techniques for building up texture, a little bit lighter every time, smearing the paint, just playing with it honestly and having fun. So up until now I've just been using shades of teal and mint green and pink, but I of course needed to bring in some black details just to help define some of the parts of the flamingo and really help you identify what it is. I also started to bring in some brighter colors, some more vibrant pink and orange, and you'll see throughout this next little bit that really the combination of those hot colors with the black on top of the foundation that I'd already established really starts to make this come together. And I could have actually just stopped, I think, here and called it finished, but I had intended the entire time with this painting to cover it pretty aggressively, cover it with paint and scratch through it and create sort of a rainy, hazy effect. Which you'll see in the end. Some people might think that totally ruins it, but I think it actually makes the painting unique and special. So as I was painting this, it's kind of funny. I don't do these types of paintings that often, and I kept forgetting that whatever colors I add to the flamingos, I have to go in and add them to the reflections as well. Of the destructive technique that's about to happen, I'm actually adding little details here that I probably don't need to worry about at all. I mean, the tiny little bits like the separation line on the beaks and stuff, I think they get pretty much completely covered right about now. So yeah, some people are like, what is wrong with you? This is crazy town. I knew the whole time I was going to do this, right? I planned to make this a very textural abstract painting. I'm just sometimes not that interested in doing straightforward, almost realistic type stuff. So I really like the effects that you can get from kind of pushing the boundaries, and acrylic paint is interesting. You can scrape back into it and remove layers if you work pretty fast. And as you can see, it's almost like you can end up revealing the paint that was underneath and almost bringing the image back in a way. And of course, I still go back on top with some highlight colors and, like here with a palette knife trying to create the idea of the legs and even adding in more teal. And it really doesn't matter. It's very flexible and you can just continue to work it and work it and work it until you feel happy, with where it is. So yeah, this is how the final piece turned out. I was super happy with it. This is my first flamingo painting ever, and this is how it ended up framed. The client actually framed it. He's also a carpenter, and he did a really great job with the frame. So I think it turned out awesome. I really would like to hear what you guys have to say and think about it. I have a few more of these coming up in the future if you like this kind of thing, so stay tuned, and appreciate all the support. Everybody, hope you have a good one.